Anthony, if you'll get us started on the recording. And guys, welcome to our Saturday mornings. Each time I get on these Saturday mornings, I think about when this started. I guess I've been doing, most people have just heard about Zoom for this year. Most people kind of learned about Zoom in the past year. I've been using Zoom for about 4 years now. And some of you can remember that we were talking about how this Zoom on Saturday mornings would have 25 and 30 people. Now we're into the hundreds. Literally, when there's not even a special topic, we have hundreds of people on every Saturday morning. And I got another projection for you. The last one came true. In 6 months, this room will only hold 1,000. And if you're not here earlier, you won't get on. I believe that will happen by the time we get warm weather. And that ain't that many months away. So as we get started this morning, guys, most of you know about the Big Destin event coming up, and it is apparently sold out. Hope obviously the weather is going to be a hindrance for some folks. I'm concerned about the weather because across the South, we're getting some amazing snowstorms. I know the folks up north are laughing at us because we know we're not really good about snow. But at any rate, I think we're going to go to Coach Palmer because he's got some announcements to make about something that had a lot of requests for and a lot of people continue to ask about. So I think he's going to give some folks some good news from Canada especially. And I know we got Deb Schneider on with us this morning. She and I talked about this. I actually talked to her about the announcement we're going to make because so many with the pandemic and everybody, some people can't travel, some can't get out of their country, some can't cross the country, so many states, and some, and obviously, and there's people who are nervous about it. We certainly respect that totally if you're not comfortable coming. So we actually made some changes and decided, and I think Coach Palmer is going to share those with you right now. So I'm going to turn it to Coach Palmer. I don't think Coach Rowland's joining. No, he joined us well. He's here. I didn't know if he was going to make it on this morning or not. So, Coach Palmer, I'm going to turn it to you to talk about what we're going to do Saturday or Friday.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting event, and I'll tell you, we've had a lot of people reach out about virtual, and I'm so excited to say that we all kind of came together and we hired some additional staff. And so as of this morning, listen, let me say this first. We understand the importance of this event for North America. We understand that there's going to be rollouts and there's going to be things that are going to be brought to light, I should say, at the event that we, without a doubt, I know I've heard Aaron Decker say it many times but we were all at the corporate headquarters, our worldwide headquarters in Utah. And I'm sounding serious right now because it is serious. We believe that everybody at this event will see their team grow 200 to 400% over the next 6 months because of the things that will get announced and the things that will be heard of at this event. And some things are going to be exclusively for people at the event. And one of the reasons is moving forward, there's a very big importance on events, right? I mean, Deb would tell you, like, leaders are made at events. It's very important to get to events in person. Like, you can't even do it justice if you're not there in the seat. But we're also dealing with not the norm, right? I think we would all agree this last 12 months has not been the norm. So we came together as a group and said, you know what? We've got family, we've got team, and we need to do what we can do to bring them and their eyeballs to this event where their butts can be in the seat at a remote location so that they can participate in what's going to be, so that they can participate in the promotions, in the rollouts. It's exclusive for the event participants. So we all came together. We hired additional people, additional staff, and we are going to privately Zoom this event in. Now, let me tell you, the capacity, I'm going to go ahead and already lay this out there so there's nobody that gets their feelings hurt or they get, mad at me. The capacity is 500, okay? So there's going to be room for 500 people for this event. and we're going to do it. And to help us supply the staff that needs to be supplied, because this is not something we can manage. It's something we got to let others manage, because we're going to be doing things exclusively at the event. But the event price for people from a remote location will be $25. Okay. $25 will allow you to have access to the event for the 2 days. That is Friday and Saturday. And I'm going to give you direct instructions of how to get registered. As of last night at midnight, Mountain Time Zone, we sold out. So the Eventbrite location for in person is sold out. We have a new Eventbrite that we're going to put up. Okay. Anthony Moreland's going to be putting this in the chats. It is also going to be in MOA Challenge. It is also going to be in NewAge Nation, NewAge ARIIX Nation. And so you can share this with your team. But here's what I would highly recommend. I would highly recommend after this call, you get your team on a Zoom, a special Zoom with you and your leaders and your teams, and you build for this event, because again, it's limited seating. The capacity is 500 and it will sell out at 500. And I don't want anybody to not be able to get in that wants to get in. So act on this immediately. Registration, the cost is going to be $25. Now listen, this is going to give you access. You will understand what I mean by that as you watch the event unfold. This is going to be an event that you need to tell all of your team they don't need to miss different time slots, because we're not going to say when different rollouts are happening, and it's going to be exclusive for the participants at the event, no one else. But that does include the people that come in remotely via Zoom and via the private sector. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. When your people register, they're $25. They go into Eventbrite, they register. They're going to get a private email sent to them, and Eventbrite is going to open up another room for them where they will get directions on how to register for the event, on how to get access to the room, the private room for the event, the virtual room. So, Chris, I think that's everything. The last thing I'll share is I'm excited that you know, this has been made happen for the people, that they can virtually tune in as well and participate. Because, Chris, I know you've seen it, Todd's seen it, Chris has seen it, Ken's seen it behind the scenes. We know that the people that will be in the participation of this event and their team, we fully believe that this will be a 200 to 400% growth over the next 6 months for them and their team. And that's not being dramatic. That's not being drastic. That is laying the facts down. You will see teams explode coming out of this event. So, Chris, I'll turn it back to you.
Yeah, Coach, one thing I want to add is that, you know, there was a lot of discussion about how much to charge, because this is obviously, you're hiring a team to do this. So Coach Palmer and Coach Rowland, I want to thank both of them, because they're the ones that put up the money, not knowing how many tickets would be sold. And the discussion, I promise you, was way more money for this event, because you would pay way more normally. But we wanted to make sure the price was, Coach Palmer and Coach Rowland were both emphatic that they wanted to make sure no one would, they didn't want anybody to believe, it's not about them making money. I want to make that clear, because they were not about, this was about opening this up to so many of our friends in Canada and other places that couldn't get there, even if they wanted to. And then those that couldn't travel on the West Coast due to the pandemic. So in the future, you can be assured that when we do these virtual, they won't be at this price in the future, because it costs way too much money. I just hope they can break even on this, because after they hired a team, it's going to be, they had to commit to that no matter how many people showed up. So I want to go to, well, first off, if Todd's joined us, Todd, you want to make any comments on this before I go to Deb?
No, other than I'm really upset that Deb and TL and Jennifer Johnson and the whole team up there in Canada can't be with us in person. They are the life of the party, and don't think we're not missing you, although we're throwing these fun parties without you guys. We know that y'all would be here if you could be. And also, Chris, just to reiterate, you know, generally a snow in the South, we get snow and sleet at 35 degrees and it melts off that afternoon, but it is going to be below freezing all through the South, but it's fake news in Florida. We're warm here, so don't believe that it's cold here. We are going to be, I think our lowest high temperature is 60 degrees this week. So we're good. If you can get through the ice to get here, it will be, Chris, the biggest, best event ever in NewAge ARIIX's history. As Brent said, I think there's about 8 different rollouts scattered throughout the 2 days. One of the things I'm most excited about is we have Jeff Yates for an hour both days, and we have Mark Wilson for an hour both days. And for those of you that are brand new to our company, Jeff Yates has been a CFO at a very high level for many, 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 many years, over 20. As a matter of fact, he and Mark being the president of a former company, Jeff being the CFO, when that company went public at 88 cents about 16 years ago. And Chris, you and I were admiring online, I think it was Thursday, that stock price went to $111 after 3 splits. So it is pretty crazy who we have running our company. And to have both of those guys live for an hour on both days, kind of talking about where we've come from, but more important to all of us, where we're headed. Chris, it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't, as you and I text this morning, I may end up leaving early because I certainly don't want to get snowed in Tennessee. So I know a lot of people hide a big recommendation that, go ahead and leave early. There's nothing wrong with Florida. I'm actually recruiting with that for people who hadn't decided to come to the event. I've been sending text messages and showing that weather. Florida's at 65 the other day, and we were at 25. So it's getting people excited. But Todd, thanks for that. I want to go to Deb. Deb Schneider is one of our leaders, not one of our leaders, one of the top leaders in the entire company and in the world. And we actually, before we made the decision to do this virtually, we wanted to reach out to her to see what she felt about it. And I think I got my text message back in a matter of about 3 seconds. Absolutely couldn't wait for the idea. She was excited. And so, Deb, I want you to come live with us and talk just briefly about, I know you were very excited about this because, it was hard. I mean, it has been difficult for the Canadian market not to be able to come. We're used to them coming to the events and seeing everybody. It's such a strange year that, Deb, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what you know is coming and some things that are going to happen at this event and what you feel about
it. Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody. What a pleasure to be with you, even though it's 7 in the morning, it's all good. And I was up at 3 a.m. with Australia every Friday night. So, first of all, I want to thank your leadership, Brent, Todd, Chris, Aaron, all you guys, like leading from the front, always leading from the front. And what a crazy year it's been and a crazy year it's going to be, but it's not stopping you. And so we're cheering you on. We're here and we've been trying to build this tunnel underneath, but there's some frozen ground along the way. And so we can't come. Believe me, we were trying to get some private jets or whatever it took to be there because, the 27 conferences that I went to changed my life. Not just one of them, every single one took me to the next level. And one of them that was so, I didn't want to go. I wasn't at a rank that I wanted to be. I'd missed it 3 times trying to get there the 3 months before. That was one of the most important conferences I ever went to. I'll never forget. It was in Houston, Texas. It was expensive to get to. It wasn't easy. We had 4 a year. And for a year, they were always in the States. And there was a lot of money. My husband and I had to sell one of his favorite cars. But we knew that when we're at conference, everything changes. And that's when leaders grow, learn, get inspired. It's being around like-minded people. And in those days, we didn't have Zoom, right? We had Skype and it would break down all the time, right? So we never had that option. And that you guys are doing this and allowing all of us to be a part of this, it's going to be like we can reach out and touch you, just like these morning calls are, right? So first of all, I was thrilled. I thought it was going to be $75. And that in a snap would be an easy decision, but $25 is a cheap drive-through lunch, right? It's something you could throw out going to Starbucks, getting a couple of coffee and banana bread. The value, it's worth like $25,000. The value of us being able to Zoom in on those 2 days and be right there. Have a warm coffee, be right there and hunkered down to learn what's going on, because I can't believe you've got Jeff and Mark. But you know what? Even without Jeff and Mark, what's going on and what you guys are teaching and all of your team is doing, and the culture and the love is absolutely amazing. So, we can't thank you enough. We'll get right on those. Thank you for, I don't think people realize you put your money out. Leaders that are growing don't understand. You guys have put all your money out to do this for us. We are so grateful, and we will do the same. There'll be a time when it's cold in the States and sunny here. So, we're all in, and whatever you need, we're doing this. So everybody, Canada, put all in the comments, because we're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What you just said, Deb, about the conferences, I could reiterate myself. I would not be hosting and would not be this. Most people don't know this will be. I've been 20 years, literally this month. I've actually I met Todd Rowland 20 years ago in January last month, and met his old football coach from Arkansas. But the event, and I don't mean that in any. Todd was just a football coach. He's still a football coach, At heart, he's a network marketer now that's made millions of dollars. But the fact is that 20 years ago, he convinced me, and I don't know if he even remembers that he said, you got to be at this thing in Nashville. And that time, I'm very fortunate. I'm not sure I could have went so far, but I went to Nashville, Tennessee. And oddly enough, didn't know till years later, it's the same exact conference Aaron Decker showed up at his first time. Yet here we are this many years later. I've been living, tried to explain that to someone yesterday. I said, I've been living what I consider to be the perfect life. I don't have employees. I don't have all the things that network marketing bring to the table. But thank you, Deb, for that. I mean, we really were bothered by our Canadian friends, because we couldn't get them there. And it's like, they're always on Saturdays. They always come to our events, and we're not seeing them. And it's like, how are we going to do this? And just a simple Zoom. So they went out and hired a pro crew. So this is going to be, we believe, will be really good quality. I always want to say that. We believe, you always, internet things can happen, but I'm confident. I assure you this much. I got more confidence in Todd and Brent hiring the right people than what happened in Fort Worth when it didn't come out too smooth, because these guys have made sure these guys are more experienced. I hate to say that sometimes, but folks that have got experience doing this know more about what they need to get. Aaron Decker, he's been up early working. So Aaron, any comment you want to make about this? Because I know you got some people who wanted to come and they couldn't make it, and now they're going to have an option to get there through the virtual.
First, just love all my Canadian friends. I so miss going up there. I can't wait. Deb and Ken, you guys are just absolutely incredible. And I know you probably really did start to dig a tunnel. I can see you doing that, Deb. You're like, Ken, get down there. But so grateful. The one thing that I'd say, Chris, is this, because, I'm watching in the chats, everybody saying, I got my ticket. Here's just a little piece of advice that I would give you. Don't just get your ticket. Commit to being in the chair those 2.5 days like you're at the event. Like Todd said, there's going to be rollouts, but you guys, the entire event is designed to help you win. Not just a little bit, but big, but each hour is built on the next hour, is built on the next hour, and then the next day is built on the first day. By the time you go through that, because I know what it's like. I mean, I watched people on like the one thing that Eric Worre did for a couple of days, and people kind of, they do one of these deals, right? And then you go walk away and you're like, but I was there. Guys, this is an event that if you commit to, not just $25, that's the problem with $25. And I agree with Deb. This is $25,000. I think that's actually a little bit light. For most of you, if you'll commit to being in the chair and then participating whenever everybody else is participating, this won't just be a $25,000 event. This will be a financial life-changing event. So Chris, that's, if people will take it that seriously, they will get that type of result coming out of this event. And again, thanks to Brent and Todd and there's so many people. Andrea, you guys, the amount of people that are behind the scenes working to make this a success. Jerry Hall, there's so many people that are just chipping in. And This is special. If you don't believe that this is a special company with a special group of leadership, you've missed what's going on. The reason North America is going to explode this year is because of the culture that's been created. And there is nothing like it in this industry, and it's happening right here, and you can participate.
Absolutely. And there's other thing I'm going to add on to that is that there was a lot of leaders that did not want, they wanted us to charge way more. And it was a real debate on how much to charge, because we want you to understand the value. And then everybody came back and agreed that, you know, we wanted, because of the special circumstances, we wanted to make it available without it being so. Just because you've only spent $25, I hope you do what Aaron said, that is to plug in. So with that, I know last week we discussed some things about, I don't actually know because I wasn't here. Obviously, as y'all know, I had a family death and I wasn't on last Saturday, but we talked, y'all were going to do some training, Todd. You want to tell me what you sent me a text this morning. We're going to go to Ashley and we're going to go to, I don't really know what you're promoting. You didn't respond to that.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Chris. Yeah. So last week we trained on the pay plan, Aaron Decker and myself, but Anthony and Ashley Paulsen were teed up to do the X office, but Aaron and I got too excited and we just kept going on money. So Anthony, are you and Ashley good to give us a little bit of getting started information today on the X office?
Yeah, I'm good. Ashley, you good?
Fire away.
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome.
Don't you just love how we shoot from the hip and say, hey, Todd decided to text me at 8:30 and decided y'all were up. Did he not text y'all? No, I bet he didn't. That's funny. Hey, that's what in this business, it's always got to be ready for next up, right? So I'm gonna listen to, because here's the funny part. I've been here. I can assure you, the only person who knows less about how to work the X office than me on this call is Coach Rowland. So he's really anxious for this as well, because we both know he don't know how to run the back office. We know, both of us know two things about the X office: how to log in and how to check commission statements. That's the only place I'm really comfortable going. I can go that quick. Now, the rest of the information Ken Bailey has to teach me, or somebody else. Of course, then I will tell you the most important part of the X office is that part, right? How to check commission statements. Sorry, that's my most important factor. I don't know how to look up the rest. So Anthony, we're going to turn this to you and Ashley and let you guys kind of share some things that we think will help some people that are new. And you can share screens, whatever you want to go on. And I'm kind of excited. Very few days and I got me a notepad out here to learn some more about the X office. I've only been with the company 8 years, so maybe I get to learn a little bit about the X office.
Awesome. And Ken, we made you a co-host as well. So if you want to jump in and add something, I know you are great at the X office as well. So I'm gonna share my screen. I actually found somebody who was a little new, so it'll look a little different than looking at maybe Todd's or Marcel's or Brent's or somebody like that. So this is your X office, you guys, and you jump in when you want to, Ashley. And we just want to take the time to show you some basics. Maybe you're just getting started. You need to figure out, well, one of the first things that I learned in order to stay commission eligible, you have to have an auto ship. So I believe that you need to learn how to set up your auto ship just so you can get paid. And so if you look right here, if you're on your computer, it looks a little different on your phone. But if you're on your computer, right here, you got these 8 gold boxes, and most of these are the 8 key things that you need. So if you just click on auto delivery, right here, this is where you can create your auto delivery. And in this case, there's one already set up. And so if you just create new auto delivery, you guys, and remember, your auto delivery has to be at least 100 PV or $150 worth of products ordered every single month. And depending on where you are, if you're in Canada, you know, you have to change your country, South Africa. But in this case, we're in the USA. So you could just take me to RX USA. And then you choose what you want, you guys. It has to be 100 PV worth of products. And it tells you, like, so for instance, if I just wanted the 3-pack of probiotics right here, I can add it to auto delivery. And anything I add to auto delivery at the top right up here to show you how much PV you got. You got to get that to 100. So it can be a mixture. It could be that one. It could be all of one product. It's all up to you. Just make sure that you get 100 PV worth of product up in there. And let's just say I wanted to lose it with energy products. So I just add those as well. And then also, if you want specific products, you want the Limu brand, maybe I just want Limu, I just want mower. Well, right over here, you got the different brands, or you can search for it right up here. Just search for what you want and then make it how you want. But once you put your 100 PV up in there, you just click on it. And then it'll go through the next steps. You know, you put your card in, you pick your auto ship date. This is very important. If you like getting paid like Chris Doyle, you got to set up your auto delivery. So I encourage you to go ahead and set that up. So next, you want to go next, Ashley?
Yeah, I sure can. Also on the auto delivery too, it is nice because you can go in there and change that every month. Just make sure that it's 100 PV or $150. I know a lot of times some people go in there and it's really, really important to pay attention to that point value because that's what keeps you commission qualified. And also another thing I learned coming over was always keep an active auto ship because once you're not active, you have certain rewards that flush within your account. And so really, really just super important to keep that auto ship active.
Hey, Anthony, one more quick note. This is Ken.
Okay.
When you go in to change your auto delivery, the edit button, not the delete button. Because when you go in there, if you click on there, there's an edit and there's a delete. Because if you click delete, then it can mess up your dates and so forth. So always do that little edit button there when you're making a change.
Thank you, Ken. And next, also we'll talk about is the pay. Now we told you had to have the auto delivery. That's the only stipulation. It's kind of like keeping your lights on in your normal business. Your lights, your water, you got to pay those in your normal business. Well, guess what? Next, you got to set up the pay. How would you like to get paid? Right here again, you have one of the 8 gold boxes right here. Just hit RX Pay. And when you hit RX Pay, it'll take you here. If you have any balance available, it'll just sit right there telling you that. You can call customer service and they can disperse that out to you. But you just set it up just like if you would at any other place. You set up your direct deposit. You can split it if you want to. For instance, like I got mine split. I have 80% going here and 20% going here. You can also, let's say, for instance, you're going out the country. You're going to Canada. You're going to South Africa. You want to change it to get to the exchange of where you're going to. You can go through the RX exchange part, and that's something else that you can dive into. I would highly suggest you call customer service. If you travel a lot like Steve Schwartz, I would encourage you to get that because then your check will kind of rotate to the currency you're going to. But you want to set up your RX Pay. That's very, very important, you guys. Next, let's see. Also, new customers. That's how you build your business. New customers, new reps. I highly suggest you go through and practice with this as many times as possible, just so you can get good and get a little bit faster when you're signing up new people. Let's say, for instance, you had a new rep that was sitting in front of you. You just click right here, a new rep, new customer. I love using smart links when I'm doing social media and using things like LinkedIn and different things like that, just because smart links allow you to send a direct link to somebody. And I'll go through an example here just so you can see. I can send a direct link. Let's say I was talking with Aaron. I see Aaron on my screen. And Aaron was one to get started in the business. I can make a specific link. Preferred customers are your customers. Enrollment are your people that want to do the business with you. I could just say, Aaron. You can name it so you can always come back to it. He's in the USA. And bam. This is a smart link, you guys. It's so quick. It's a lot. You can also, I always highly suggest you hit this button right here, not visible, because it will confuse the person on the other end if you don't click on this button. But bam. And you don't even have to type in all this information. All I have to know is the basic. I don't even have to type in nothing else, really. Just put the language. And they can do all that on their end. But let's just say I did know his address. I don't know. And then he's not in Minnesota, he's in Michigan. And then I don't know the zip code. And let's just say, for instance, I didn't feel like putting his phone number in, but I could, just put something. And then, let me move this screen out the way. But just like this, and if I hit next, you guys, it will create, and then I go and pick a pack. I like to just type it in and let it pull it all up. So ultimate pack. And bam, it tells you what he got. It reviews the contents. You got the 3-month release schedule or the 6-month release schedule. You choose whichever one if you don't want to touch it. And you just generate the link, you guys. And now I got this. And I can just copy this, or I can go to my RX Connect app and go to my smart links. And now I can send it to a text message straight to Aaron Decker. That's what I love about smart links. I shared with Brent Palmer this other one with these QR codes. Let's say, for instance, Brent owns Airbnbs. Well, he has his products all throughout his Airbnbs. He can go and laminate the product, a little description of what the product is, put the QR code at the bottom, and now anybody who comes to his Airbnb and purchases, guess what he can do? He can be selling products through his Airbnb. But you can also do that anywhere. You can have a barbershop, a beautician. You can make the QR codes with just that specific product, give a discount if you want to, and now your friends will be able to order, or other customers that's buying other things. You can be a gym owner or anything. But these QR codes are because you can print this out and put this anywhere, you guys. You put it on the back of your water cup if you want to, just so somebody, hey, where you get that from? Hey, here's my cup. You just scan this code, you can get you a QR. That's taking it to the next level. That's always being ready for whatever is coming up. And those smart links, I encourage you to play with those as well. You can make them for any products, make them, and they save too. So I don't always have to go make one for the water bottle. I don't always have to go make one for the Lima Original. They're right there up close and personal for you. And that's what I love about the smart links, you guys. Anything else on that, Ashley, that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so with the smart links, I absolutely love them because in my mind, I think of building their shopping cart, right? So a lot of times I have smart links that I've created of my most popular products, right? And so my most popular packs that people typically purchase. And so I like creating those smart links because it basically, I created a generic one. And then if people are like, I want the transformation pack D, I have a generic link. I just send that to them. They go in and check out, boom, they're done. And so really, I just think of those smart links as, you know, setting up their shopping cart. And so basically it's just easy to go in and check out. Another thing with that as well, when you are enrolling a new rep, I absolutely love the packs that we have already created because they include the BOS, they include the 2X membership. And so that's, you know, the BOS is what qualifies you to be a brand partner within our NewAge ARIIX. And so be mindful too, when you're doing the new enrollments, if you are enrolling them as a rep, make sure they have the BOS and the 2X membership. And a lot of times those are already included in the packs and already set up. So I like just having a few generic links with, you know, the most popular packs that I'm promoting or repping, and then obviously products as well if you have some preferred customers. Just keeping it a more generic link so you don't have to go in and create links all the time. They can kind of go in and just fill out their information when they go to checkout.
Yep. And I also love it because you can run promos online, you guys. Once you set up your promo code, which is, let me get this bar out of my way. Your promo code is right here. If you click on my business and you go right here to promo code, manage your promo code, you can change it to whatever you want, you guys. And you can do specials. You can change it. And so pretty much your promo code will stay active until you change it. So if you change it, then it's going to go away. But you can run, it's Valentine's Day weekend. You can find some product that you love the most, go make a nice post of it on Facebook, and then say, hey, for the weekend only, till Monday at midnight, I got this promo code going. You can save yourself 15% off. And I did it for 4th of July last year, and I didn't know that I was going to have 5 people order Blue Frogs. But it's all up to you how you use it. It's your business. Be creative with it. Just be creative. Use your promo code. But if you just go right here to create promo code, you guys, you can use your promo code and anything. You can make it whatever you want. So now anybody that has your link will be able to do that. Something else I wanted to show you. Now, some people's like, well, I don't want to do smart link. I want people to be able to see every product. Well, if you go right here to my business again, you go to set placement, you guys. And we found this by accident, really, because we were so accustomed to Lima when we send them to our specific site, and they'll be able to just, you know, look at everything. Well, right here where you go to set placement, at the bottom here, it's a link directly for reps where they can see all the packs. They can enroll themselves, self-enroll themselves. Also customers. Maybe somebody wants to just look at everything you got. You could just click right here, highlight this whole thing, copy it, open it up. And now when you open it up, they go to your whole customer site once they go through this. And it's with your ID. It's your ID, and they can go on here and shop and go through everything. So it's all up to you how you want to do it. I love the smart links because it gives them a direct link. All they see is the products that they ask for, because we do have a big house of brands. But if they just want to shop, like they want to shop on Amazon or something, guess what? We have that too. And so just a heads up right there. Again, that's my business. And then you go to set placement, and it's right below it. Again, always make sure you check this box, and then it won't get confused about the manual placement and everything like that. Make sure you check that box right there. And boss will be something else. You're new. You just got started with the business. I encourage everybody to take some time every single day and watch the boss videos. They will give you generic information on a lot of these things we're talking about, a little bit more in depth as well. But you go right here to boss and you check it out.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
Got several questions in the chat box. In particular, back on the smart link, on the 3-point and 6-month delay. To clarify that, I don't really like that. I know none of the leaders do. It was created for some Chinese teams who wanted that. But what that does allow is, if like when you were ordering the Ultimate Pack, it would allow it to count as their auto delivery and delay it over either 3 months or 6 months. But the issue comes up, it doesn't give them ultimate level because it's splitting it up over like 6 months. So just people, to clarify that, usually just ignore those boxes, because if you click on it for it to give you an auto delivery over a 6-month period, it won't give you ultimate status. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes complete sense. Thank you for clarifying that, because I always wonder. I just never click it.
Yeah, and people were asking what that is, and that's what it is. So I wouldn't click it either. I mean, you could, but obviously the goal is to get everybody to ultimate level, so you're 30% team lead bonus for life.
Yep. So don't click the 3 month or 6 month, you guys. Just leave it alone. So you always do your best for your enrollees. And then also you can let's see. Let me clear some of these drawings off. Okay. And then so the next thing is that I wanted to share with you guys is, well, Ashley, did you have anything you want to share specifically?
I just have 2 quick things. So,
okay.
Sorry to go back and forth too, but on the promo code, I just want to, that's giving them the 15% off discount, right? And so a lot of times when I use those promo codes, I will go in and change my promo code, because if they still have my smart link and it's tied to my promo code, or they still have my promo code, they're going to go in every month and just, get that discount. And so my whole, depending on, hey, that's kind of where it opens that door to, do you just want to be a preferred customer, or you can be a brand partner, a rep within the company? You can still get the 30% off. You can still get the discount, but now you have the opportunity to earn extra income. And so the promo codes, I do change quite a bit, just because people will go in there and they'll be like, oh, they'll see that price increase. And so it's like, this is how you can, an opportunity for you to possibly transition into a rep. Also the boss videos, I absolutely love those. If you are brand new, go into each of those sections. Those videos are, 5 to 7 minutes long. Also another thing, you start earning AOR opportunity credits. And so a lot of people don't know that, but for you going in there and taking the action to learn and to learn about the products and our comp plans, so it is a lot easier for you to understand. Like I said, it takes minutes to go in there and watch those videos, but you're also earning rewards dollars at the same time. So that's pretty cool too.
And let's see, it was something else I want to share with you guys. Oh, replicated websites is also a good one, but I believe the other one. But if you just want to use a replicated website until we get our new websites up, guess what? You can use the replicated websites where you can send directly a replicated website to somebody specifically on a certain product where they can read up on it or anything. And then also you could change it. You could change it to whatever you want. It tells you, it tells you how many people have watched it. Maybe you posted on LinkedIn or Facebook and you want to see how many people hit that link. Well, it'll keep track of it up here for you. Just little things that you can use on social media, you guys. I encourage you to either use the smart link or go and use that whole website. And then also, I think that was it. Oh, if you want to see what your check is going to be, just come right here to the reports and click on commission and rebate, and it'll show you your checks and it'll break it down by week. And that was the basics that we wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to pass it back to Todd and Chris or Aaron or Brent.
Well, Anthony, Ken Bailey got bumped off there, and I was trying to get him back in the room. He lost power. So I don't know if we got him back in or not. If you can help him to be back to co-host, we might have some things from Ken that you might want to add. He's also really good. Ashley, you got something you want to put? I think that don't get so overwhelmed with your ex-office. I think the reason I went ahead and told everybody that Todd and I do not know a whole lot about the ex-office is that is not the most important thing about your business. Is the relationships and going out and seeing people. I don't want you to get caught up in thinking you're going to build a business from the ex-office. You'll spend all your time doing that. I have reps that join my team. And by the way, you do need to know how to run the ex-office. Fortunately, we have some people that help us. But you don't want to get overwhelmed thinking you're going to build a business from the ex-office. There's some great things there, but you're going to build your business from interacting with people and sharing them. Ken, did you get back with us? Because I know you texted me.
Yeah, I'm back on, Chris.
I lost power.
Yeah, I'm back on. I'm not sure what all they covered there at the end, but somebody asked a question in the Smart Link if they had like 4 products in the Smart Link. Did y'all answer that for them, Anthony?
I was just reading one from Tracy, is that where she had like 4 products and then they look at and they decide they just want to get one. Yeah, you would have to go and recreate the Smart Link for them directly. Because once you make the Smart Link, it's going to be whatever you choose. So if they get it and they be like, I just want the 5X or I just want the more, but see, then that's also why I have all those already created. I just took about 30 minutes one day and I just created one for the most popular products. So it's just easy for me to go and grab. And when somebody wants something mixture, then I'll go make it, but I'll also label it so I can always come back to it at any given time.
The last thing I would say, Chris, is realize that our back office, our ex-office is not as user-friendly as we would like it to be. And we are feverishly working, and they've hired some fantastic people, and some from Limu and some from other places, to simplify the back office. And so that you'll have instead of having the replicated websites where you got 8 websites for, one for every brand, you're going to have one website that covers all the brands. And they are quickly working on that. We've seen some of the screens. The goal is to be able to place an order with your cell phone in one hand, kind of the Amazon type experience. And that is swiftly coming. And, when Aaron and Brent and you were talking earlier, Chris, about the explosion coming out of Destin at this event, that is certainly going to happen. And then you throw on these other things that are about to happen with the simplified customer and rep sign up. There's another explosion because of the number of customers we can gather with this new website that's coming. So just know that's quickly on the front burner.
Yeah, there's going to be some major changes to that coming soon. So obviously you want to learn these basic fundamentals you have now, but know that there's some great new enhancements. That's the right word for it. Is simplification, I think, is the right word. Ken's only been for 8 years.
Chris, last thing, we are going to do about a 30-minute training on ex-office at the event in Destin. And I really appreciate everything Todd and Brent's done, but Todd gave me the most boring, tough topic to train on. Well, he gets to train on the best, most exciting compensation plan in the world, right? But anyway, we come up with an idea to make the ex-office training exciting. We're going to give away some cash during the ex-office training, so everybody will stay in the room and listen to the important parts of that.
That's awesome. Todd, I thought you said something and I lost you a second. Todd, did you have to add something?
2 quick things. One, there's been a couple of texts in there about times on the event. So the event kicks off, I believe, at noon Central Time on Friday, and it's going to go until about 7 o'clock Central Time. And then on Saturday morning, it is 9 to 5 Central Time on Saturday. So Once again, you guys out there on the West Coast, 9 to what? Go ahead.
It's actually 11:45 and 8:45.
Okay, so 8:45 Central Time, kickoff on Saturday.
Yeah.
And 12:45 Central Time on a Friday. So
11:45 on Friday, and then 8:45 on Saturday. Sorry about that.
No, perfect. Say it one more time, Aaron. That way I don't confuse anybody.
So Friday, it's going to be 11:45 is the kickoff time. We needed that extra 15 minutes because we want to do something to start the event. So 11:45 on Friday, that's Central Time, and then 8:45 Central Time on Saturday.
So that'll be early out there on Saturday morning on the West Coast, but you guys are always here, bright and shiny. You always amaze me. And Anthony, Ashley, Ken, thanks for the training on the X office. And everybody out there have a super blessed day, Chris.
Okay, guys, any parting words would be to remember this. You're at the best place that you could ever be in your life. One of the things, and I mean that from a financial standpoint, obviously I've had other things in my life that are not as important as making money. I understand that totally, but I will tell you this, timing wise, when you're going to do something special in life, it has to be a lot of things lined up. And I don't believe I've ever seen Todd Rowland as wound up as he is right now. I thought in the previous company, he got pretty excited, but he is in Brent, myself, Aaron, all of us have been around the industry for a long time. No, there's just so many things aligning. And I was thinking about something today as I saw a post on my Instagrams, and it talked about business, and it talked about all these different streams of income and those kind of things. Guys, we're in one company that's given us two streams of income within itself, between the stock that we're able to buy, as well as the business we're able to build, and long-term residual income. So guys, I challenge you to learn and engage yourself to do whatever you want from this. And that may be just a little, or it may be a lot. That is all your choice, but we're at a great place. Brent, anything else, or Aaron? We'll shut it down. We're actually ahead of schedule, which is very rare that we're ahead of our schedule. Brent?
The only thing that I'd add is I learned two really neat things that I didn't know this morning. And that's, again, back to the importance of being on here, you guys, and watching the whole thing. So, I picked up two great ideas that I didn't even know existed in the back office.
That's why we do these. Got experts on
I agree with Aaron. I picked up some tips, and it is why you are in the seat when trainings and things like that happen, is to pick up that one nugget. So I picked up nuggets today, and I just want to say as we end, Chris, pray for everybody in their travels coming to Destin, and excited to see you when you get there. It's an exciting time. And I'll tell you this, I'm so grateful and blessed to be here.
I think we all feel the same way with that, Brent. I think we all know that we were fortunate to be in a special company. No matter how you ended up here, kind of odd sometimes. We always think some of the worst things turns out to be the best things. So, guys, thanks for being on this morning. Obviously, next Saturday we won't be at this Zoom. We'll be at a way bigger Zoom with a whole lot more folks on that day than we've got here today, and there'll be so much more excitement in the room. So then we'll return the following week. So, guys, have a great day. I know Anthony will get this posted. He always does. I've gotten I've got spoiled. Anthony takes care of, he knows all my passwords now. I guess if I died, Anthony can just keep on running. Nobody even know I was gone. So he takes care of so many things for us now. Guys, have a great day. Thank you for being here. And we can unmute everybody. Appreciate you. Susan, thanks for helping with the room. All those that make a difference in the back office and make sure that things run smoothly.
Many blessings.
Thank you.